We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Marquee hurlers are on tap in this one, and it's coming your way next. Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Washington, the third baseman, Howie
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Game 3 begins with a first pitch strike. 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Fielded by Freeze. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Suzuki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here by Suzuki as he set down on strikes for the second out.
Batting third.
In is Gerardo Parra. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. And he misses again. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2-1 to Gerardo Parra. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder. Line towards center field. Pollock is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Russell Martin now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, Russell Martin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And a swing and a miss from Martin as he'll retreat to the dugout as out number one.
The third baseman.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. On deck, there you see David Freeze. He'll be next. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A one-out walk here in the home first. Next for the Dodgers, David Freeze. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First delivery to him on the way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. hits this one hard the other way. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that run will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fourth.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kike Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next, the center fielder, A.J. Pollock. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Trying to check it, and it's 0-1. Turner on second. Freeze at first. 2 out in the inning. That misses. 1-2.
I got the count. Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
Almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called the ball. 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The set and the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. And now for Washington, Michael Taylor.
Number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
First offering on its way.
That's the ball.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Count is 2-1.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And a full count, 3-2 to Michael Taylor.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The second base.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope,
Down and
that's
away,
a ball.
ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. So runners at first and second here with one away. And the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Trey Turner will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. One and two. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. There's one.
He's up.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. And they're runners at the corners now.
Steven Strasburg.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again, he'll snap one over to first, being especially careful here. First delivery to him on the way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The left fielder, Jock Peterson.
First pitch on its way. Beaten into the ground over to first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 7.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop Corey Seager. From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. One pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away. Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is fastball taken high for a ball. To 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Batting 9.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next will be the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He's set. Here it comes. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again. Howie Kendrick will be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Howie Kendrick.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Hit in the air down the right field line. Bellinger on the move, and no one will track it down. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats. Coming to the plate now, Gerardo Parra. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First pitch of the at-bat. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. The 1-0. He's running. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it. 2 down. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Stepping in, Russell Martin. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
The catcher, Russell Martin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you could see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. He drew a walk his first time up.
Turner.
He's set and the pitch. Ball 1. Digging in, Michael Taylor. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 3, Michael A. Taylor.
First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Now another 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. In now, Brian Dozier.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. In now is Adam Eaton. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Adam Eaton.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Fouled away. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This is popped up. Seager is there. And that ends the inning. So digging in now,
A.J. Pollard.
he'll go to work
Leading
trying to
off
do
for the
something about
Dodgers,
breaking this
the
1-1
center
tie.
fielder, A.J. Pollard.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's
And a
it down.
changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers
2-0.
center fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Here's the pitch. 2-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. Ready for another chance? Jock
the left
Peterson.
fielder.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order.
Count
Anything
1-0.
on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Pollard gets his lead at first, nobody out. Outside and low, 3-0.
No strike.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He loses him on
The
ball
batter, number
4.
5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. Line hard to the left side. Foul. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Not in time on the throw to second, and now we'll have to wait and see if he's okay out there. Coming to the plate now, Cody Bellinger. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and low here, ball one.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-1 home. Misses, ball two.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
All even now, 2-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. Digging in once again, Russell Martin. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball one. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Trey Turner. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Steven Strasburg, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So striding in, Howie Kendrick, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Now is 1 and 2.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2. Ready for another shot now. Kurt Suzuki. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Now at the plate, Gerardo Parra. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Comes set, the 0-1, and it's fouled away. The 0-2, and a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Justin Turner, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Justin Turner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, David Freese is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Boy, this guy right here with that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The second
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that means the plug-and-play utility man, Kike Hernandez, will bat next. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So coming to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now to the plate, Michael Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Michael A. Taylor.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball well outside. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch. That can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The count now at 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Michael Taylor goes down for out number 2 in the top half. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Bellinger going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Adam Eaton, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Wander Suero enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Good power curveball there, and he's in control, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. So striding forward now, Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 0-1 delivery. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Nope,
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Three and one to the Dodgers left fielder.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Who thought he had ball 4, but instead it's strike 2. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Here's Corey Seager. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Good stop. Corey Seager.
First delivery to him on the way. One and one. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now batting
at the plate, Cody Bellinger comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Line toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Russell Martin. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe. As they also score a pair of runs on the play. Standing in, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Turner. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Striding in,
Now back,
David Freese.
first baseman.
He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And this is up and in, ball 1. Ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's
The
back-to-back
batter,
guys
number
now that
14.
have reached base via the
Second
base
baseman.
on ball.
DK Hernandez.
From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And this one gets away. He'll come to the plate with it, and not in time as the run scores. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hara sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Number 85
your
enters
attention,
from the
please.
bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 85.
Ready once again, Trey Turner. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-0 the count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Two and 1 to count to Trey Turner.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Pollock to the track. Gone to lead off the inning.
Your attention,
Anthony
please.
Rendon will
Pitching
grab
for
a
the
bat and
Nationals.
hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now
Stepping up
batting,
to the plate,
first base.
Howie Kendrick. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken
Ball,
for
that
ball
pitch is
2.
out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-1 to
Down to
Howie
3-1.
Kendrick.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base,
Ball
this is the
4.
perfect situation to do it.
Perfect.
No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Kenta Maeda
number
enters to make
28.
an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Kurt Suzuki will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah.
And a fastball's in there for
0-1
strike
the
1.
count. Nice.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2
Count,
strikes.
0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Ready on 0-2. Now a
You're
swing
right.
and a miss here by Suzuki as he set down on strikes for the 2nd out. Now
bat,
batting,
the
Gerardo
left
Parra.
fielder.
No hits in 3
Gerardo
tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way.
Off
And
the
he'll
plate,
try
ball
to
1.
crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Ball 2.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
That's ball 3.
3-0 now.
3-0.
Ryan Zimmerman would be next. And this pitch
Nope.
misses
Ball
for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now
Up
with
next
2
for the
away.
Nationals, the first base.
Settling in now, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone
That's it.
right here.
Ball 2.
Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, the center
And now a
fielder,
crucial spot.
Michael
Bases
A.
loaded.
Taylor.
2 men gone. And that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike
0-1.
there. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage
Ball
there.
1.
And there's ball 1.
1-1.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments
Ladies
out there
and
to make the
gentlemen,
catch
it's
that
time
ends
for
the
this
inning.
Traditional 7th inning stretch. Your
Daniel
attention,
Hudson
please.
gets the call from
Now
the pen to
pitching
take
for
over on the
Washington,
mound and start the
Number
home
44,
7th.
Daniel Hudson.
Now in the box, A.J. Pollock. He's working
Leading
on a
up
1
for
for
the
3
Dodgers.
thus far.
The center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
He's set. Here it comes.
No,
Pitch
that's
taken several inches below the zone, in fact. One 0 count. Here it is.
Zero.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Hard hit at third. On to first with it is Kendrick, and it's in plenty of time for the first out. One gone now in the LA 7th, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
He's set, and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Here's Hudson now on 2-0. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. In the air down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Fouled away. The next 3-2. This is pulled into right, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Striding into the box, Cody Bellinger. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
And they'll have to kind of come after him this time. No good reason for walking him right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And it's fouled away. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
The Dodgers. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 52, Pedro Baez. Now playing right field and batting 9, number 22, Jorge Asensio.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier.
Leading off for Washington, the second baseman, Brian Dozier.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's
A
down.
ball and no strikes. The 1-1 home. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. So stepping in, Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the ninth. That means game over.
Here it comes on 1-1. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Misses, ball 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Trey Turner.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Outside.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Juan Soto.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Tanner Rainey is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tanner Rainey.
Digging in, Jorge Asensio, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Asensio.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Russell Martin, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Rainey is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And this pitch is taken by Martin as it misses for ball 4. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Changeup called to strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Fernando Rodney answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. David Freese will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. The 1-1 home. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well. Stepping up now, Kike Hernandez. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Here's the 0-2, fouled off. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in, Jock Peterson. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Rodney's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way.
Oh, that's good.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Ball
Down to
3.
3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Fouled away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Julio Urias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 7, Julio Urias. Now playing left field and batting 8th, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Howie Kendrick, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman, Howie.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. Seager is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Into the box, Gerardo Parra. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and 1 strike. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away. Kenley Jansen answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Jansen playing here in his age 31 season. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Asensio is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Riding in once again, Michael Taylor. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last strike now for the Nats. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep us in on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.